Hello there, Jaden.
Hello there, Alec.
How are you doing on this fine evening?
I'm doing quite all right. Would you like to introduce the film we're reviewing today?
Oh, why, of course. So today we're going to be watching Hellboy, the fan film from 2020 that came out by Nut Allergy Productions. And we've been keeping up with this film. We've already seen it once before, but we're going to give our hot takes on it because it's actually
Me,
pretty good.
yeah,
It's
me
not
and Alec
bad.
are big Hellboy fans ourselves. So,
Yeah. So this was a fun fan film to hear about. So why don't we get to watching it, Jade?
of course, just tell me when you're ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Nut Allergy Productions.
Thanks, fellas.
So
Forgive me for
it's
the
very the color correcting is very yellow, but it's very forgivable, luckily.
Yeah,
Um
I feel like it might be a little oversaturated.
yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like artifacts that are kind of showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
69, and it's only now.
Not too bad though. It's,
We're getting used on
Yeah.
traffic counts.
I kind of like how the white is like super white, just because of the oversaturation. But it later in the film it does get to be a little bit of a problem, I'd say.
yeah,
The audio is kind of weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is this episode 3?
Yeah. This is episode 3 technically because
yeah.
this is the third one we've technically filmed just for Fandomonium.
That's right. Yeah, because we did Love on a Leash.
Yeah, because we had Dudes Doing Do,
Yeah,
but it's own
Separate.
separate thing right now.
yeah.
I just kind of like watching these fan films because they're
There's a charm
rather
to them.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, even the not very good ones.
Okay, this is actually pretty good. I like the old camera
Yeah,
like style, like the found footage kind of thing.
The officer was slightly injured, but described his partner, Brian Nolan,
I wish they did noise reduction because there's a lot of noise and echo and
Officer Nolan is currently held
in the audio.
Yeah.
yeah.
Upon speaking with him, you recall.
Like I can forgive like more echo, but it's just like the background noise is kind of
the control was slipping away
bothersome.
at his fingertips.
Yeah.
And presumably, he doesn't remember a thing.
They haven't seen anything like this before, Cap. None of it makes sense.
I think
Right now,
that
the
that the
governor
script for this
talking
probably
about lights on the park
might
site.
actually look pretty
Reports are
good.
coming in.
It's
I
probably the
just-
strongest part of it.
This investigation,
Yeah,
they have little faith of finding
that and then when we get to the fight scenes are
Yeah.
definitely the two most strongest points to this film.
Like I think if the film had better resources, it probably could have been like a level bit higher.
Be ready. 20 minutes.
Yeah, we actually messaged the creators of this film
We're going now.
with our critiques of it, and they actually took it really well. I really do hope that Hellboy 2 that they've already announced, I think.
Yeah.
I hope that does a lot better
Yeah.
in terms of production.
Because I think as long as they're willing to like improve, I don't see why.
I know this
Couldn't
is
get
short
better.
notice, agents, but you will be supervised by one of our.
You know, with a lot of like the Hellboy stuff, I've always had a really hard time following everything.
Yeah.
But like so, oh, there he is. There he is.
I feel like he has a bit of an underwhelming
That's good.
entrance now that I think about it.
Yeah,
Bad guys,
I-
not me. Don't want my beautiful face to see.
he's not the best person to play Hellboy either.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, he's got the bulk, but
the entire time, but
It could
Again.
it could be a thing with the makeup too, though.
yeah, like you can see where the makeup like changes.
didn't Mama tell you it's not?
I'm not sure if those are cheekbones though.
I'm sorry.
I have a feeling they might be just like cheekbones if they were trying to go for that.
I always thought it was more like looks more like scarring almost.
Yeah.
Am I not?
It's like why I don't know why he's bloody right now.
Yeah, it's the makeup could have used like a better coverage, I think.
Yeah,
Back when I was
not the best, but it's certainly better than my makeup for the Batman.
Oh god,
Let
we
me
need
tell
to
ya.
review that film eventually,
Yeah, we gotta have our retrospective.
because that was a very odd film to be sure.
That hurts my feelings.
Yeah,
Well, point is, I've seen it all. Something no saint should ever witness. Really opens
yeah.
up world, you
The
know?
Hellboy voice is very
Frontline to shield the people.
underwhelming too.
Whatever happens out there.
Yeah.
Because I remember when we were when I was working on the Hellboy project with Alan and stuff too, and we were working on his voice. We actually modified it to
That was a good speech.
be a bit more fitting.
No, I always miss the speeches
Yeah.
he used to give us back.
I think I actually remember
Appreciate the rest of us.
when you and Alan did that.
Well,
Yeah.
those times made me into the man.
I mean, also Alan is more situated in like music and audio design and all that, so
Yeah.
it does make
That's-
sense for why he probably did it a lot better than like me or another person from our group.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm sure he has like probably the best understanding of audio in terms of like us.
it's not a heavy gun.
Where can I get me one of those?
Yeah, I don't know why the case needed to be so big either.
Also, I don't think they call it the Good Samaritan. I think they pulled a Ron Perlman Hellboy where they called it just the Samaritan.
Yeah, I think so too.
I never understood that. Like, oh, it's the Samaritan. It's like, oh, just call it the Good Samaritan, like in the comics.
Yeah, it's a biblical reference, so it makes sense within Hellboy.
Take your
I would
time.
like to see like a behind the scenes of this film, like
At the end of the day,
just
we're
the whole
facing an unknown threat.
process of how it's made.
I would agree. Yeah, I kind of, I don't know if they might have something like that, but I actually haven't seen the channel enough to like
Everyone needs to have
Yeah.
see if they did have it.
Because even the Spider-Man film has a behind the scenes, I believe.
Well, the Spider-Man film is getting very high praise right now. The Nut Allergy Productions one, not the Film Form
Oh,
Studios.
okay, yeah, okay, like
But
yeah. I was referring to
the-
film form.
yeah, well, no, I'm like the newest Curtains
We go down
Mhm.
Nut Allergy Productions film is getting very high praise from fans. So I hope I kind of want to watch it.
Yeah, I feel like I have a lot of respect for these guys, these like filmmakers.
These guys are kind of like us
Yeah.
with just trying to like create a film.
hmm Like they're just
Um,
there's something they're passionate about, and they're trying to do their best to make a film about it.
Yeah,
And the best part is they respond well to criticism.
like with the drop in quality.
Oh yeah, you're saying?
With fan films, you kind of have to take a lot of criticism,
hmm
just because
Can't be that bad.
fan films are fan films. They're not like
Yeah.
full on studio films or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Even the best quality fan films have their
Hey, I think I found something.
issues.
This is probably one of the best fan films I've seen, and I still think it has a lot of problems with it. But
I think it has a lot of merit to it too.
it's a lot more presentable than a lot of other fan films that we watch.
I actually recently watched a Spider-Man fan film with, and it was actually really solid.
A different one?
Yeah, it was a different one.
Hmm.
It was like an electro one. It was good though.
Person
Huh.
wasn't just
I'm kind of interested now.
stay here and
I'd,
wait.
I'd like to look this up for myself.
I feel like Hellboy's makeup looks better in this lighting actually.
Yeah, it's
I-
a lot more contrasty.
Yeah, the red has more of a pop to it.
You alright?
But the problem with like Hellboy's makeup, like when they did oversaturate it, they there's like a lot of orange orange artifacts that kind
Yeah.
of pop up.
Once you
That's-
I think when they did like more close-ups and stuff, it happened to be that way.
Yeah, you can still kind of make out some of it, but it's not as bad as it was inside.
I can't help but just notice the drop in quality.
Yeah, I
Like I understand that there's a lot of times where it's like you know, you might have a scene or two that drops in quality,
see that,
but it's just like
knob back
it's
there?
a weird contrast.
I feel like my biggest issue with his makeup is probably his ears. I feel like they're really distracting.
Yeah.
There is good
the,
choreography in here, though.
the fight scenes are definitely the best part of the film, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's all that like quick action.
Yeah. I can't tell. Hellboy's hand probably isn't opposable, is it?
No, not at all. It's
Yeah,
just
I
kind of like
just-
his fingers are all just straight.
Yeah.
You know, I watched The Amazing Screw-On Head, and I really liked it. I really like Paul Giamatti, so
Yeah. I wish it would have gotten picked up, but it's still a good pilot.
it's definitely it has a niche audience though.
Yeah.
I think that's why it didn't get picked up, just because Hellboy is a much more niche thing.
Yeah. Mike Mignola is not for everybody.
No. Hellboy and like Screw on Head and all that, they're very hard to follow. And also the comedy in Screw on Head is definitely a little weird for like people.
Most people, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Doctor Zombie or I think that's what his name
Yeah,
is, right?
like yeah,
Yeah,
Gentleman Zombie or something.
Yeah, he goes like I'm gonna say puppycock, and then Screw on Head goes, then say it, and he goes puppycock, and it's like
Yeah,
okay,
it's just like
it's goofy, but it's like that's not haha funny, you know.
yeah, it's not like overtly funny.
It has merit to it, but it's just yeah.
It's more, I would say, like Mike Mignola's style comedy is more quirky.
Yeah, I really want to meet Mike Mignola.
Me
That
too.
was probably the coolest shot.
Yeah. You know what I'm thinking for the right hand of doom, what they could do, and like if they don't want to make it opposable, because I'm sure that's a pain. I think it'd probably be better if it was like more in the stuck in a fist position.
That was a very small montage.
Yeah.
That I don't know if that music is copyrighted. I'm just gonna like
Yeah.
when I edit it, I'm just gonna be careful of that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the music is probably copyrighted.
Probably.
Yeah, with Fandomonium, I found out that like our just what we filmed for Fandomonium is like 9, almost 10 gigabytes big already.
Really?
And I'm like, oh, we've only filmed like 2 episodes. That's a good gun effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has again, there's certain things in this film that have a lot of merit.
Yeah.
Not too crazy about the lens flares at those certain points, but I mean it's a stylistic choice, and I can tend to agree with a lot of stylistic things.
I feel like the makeup could have been stronger in this film too.
What the hell are you?
My name is Daryl.
That's silly.
That's a little comic reference.
Yeah.
You're not like the other one.
It's like the little Alice whatever. Little Alice Moynihan, I think her name is.
Yeah.
In I think the Hellboy like short story things that they did in the Hellboy 2019 film.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, where it's like it's a little slightly goofier, but
Yeah.
I was
it
possessed.
still like holds a place in the Hellboy series.
You know, I just realized I think you can see the band for his antlers.
Locked eyes on.
Yeah.
Called me over.
Not too
But it took my body.
not too crazy about it, but
Look at me.
you know, it's
I
a fan
think-
film. It's a
I
fan
think
film.
conceptually there's an interesting thing going on, like the leaves being part of his. I feel like they're leaves, right?
Yeah, those are leaves.
Yeah, like I could that's like an interesting idea for like a design, but
He's just Treebeard. There's a Dutch angle.
I just saw my friends.
I think it's okay here. It feels appropriate.
It makes a little more sense here, but it's just like the transition from like more horizontal to the Dutch angle kind of made it a little jarring. But
Yeah. I feel like the hand should have been more red too. I realize like his right hand of Doom's a little too dark.
I kind of like it feels kind of metal, like
Yeah.
this time around, and that's a interesting way of looking at it. But it has like
He does
the
that.
Perlman etching in it
Oh
too.
yeah.
I didn't realize that.
It's kind of like a Perlman between a Perlman hybrid with Harbor design.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the facial makeup is very much David Harbour.
Ooh, he just articulated those fingers.
Oh wow.
Okay, so maybe he can articulate them, just not like fold the fingers completely. Like he probably just can't like bend like the very top of the finger or anything, you know.
It's probably not too significant.
I actually really like the Harbor,
They all have families, you know.
Fist of Doom,
All of
but
Me too.
Yeah.
That one
But
looks
it's just
very
like-
metal.
it looks, yeah, it does look very metal, but it also, I don't know, it almost feels too bulky sometimes.
Mhm.
Like, yeah,
I don't mind it. I kind of like the fact that it feels too big. Cause like, it's like it's almost like too heavy for him, which is good for like the metaphor. But
yeah, weighing him down.
yeah,
You know, I was looking up Ron Perlman's filmography yesterday because I saw a really old photo of him, like from the Beauty and the Beast series that he did,
oh
where
yeah,
he plays the Beast,
yeah, I remember that.
and he looks like I always say that Ron Perlman looks like Harrison Ford mixed with like Will Ferrell from Zoolander, but he just looks like Harrison Ford when he was younger. He looks like Harrison Ford mixed with like Ron Burgundy, Will Ferrell, and it's the funniest thing. He's so
We're really gonna
perfect.
make fun of my face again.
The
Liz
perfect
Sherman.
alpha male.
Well,
I don't have a problem with the Liz Sherman look.
Yeah, I did. I think it's fine.
so you.
I think Liz Sherman is definitely up more for interpretation.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just
Like she does look very specific in the comics, but she's really just like a lady with gothic jewelry.
Yeah, she has a very gothic aesthetic. But I think as long as you stick within that, I don't think it's much of an issue.
Not me though.
I find it kind of funny how Ron Perlman really doesn't want to watch the David Harbour Hellboy.
Yeah.
He just goes, it's none of my business. Like he ate dinner with
David Harbour.
yeah, David Harbour and all that, and he's like, he just
You know what we need?
talked to him and all that, and he's like,
We need you.
nope, didn't
not
watch the
you,
film,
ID.
but
We can use that. We could definitely
Yeah.
use another
he still wants a Hellboy 3. I just don't think Hellboy 2 got enough
When I was there,
enough
it was,
attention or merit for a third one.
so-
Yeah,
But-
I don't think it did well enough to really. Like, I don't think it did poorly, but I just don't think it was.
I kind of wish Hellboy 2 was a little more comic
No.
like related.
Yeah, I feel like it's very far off from the comics, honestly.
Yeah. Also, it's just like all CGI.
Trust you alone. So.
There's a fair bit of practical stuff.
There is, but it's just like there's so much more CGI put into that film. It's like they kind of relied a lot more on CGI, like with the actual Golden Army and all that.
Yeah.
It's just like old times, right?
Yeah. Also, you had the Dr. Faustus, and
Okay.
you know
Yeah, with Seth MacFarlane.
that was just gross.
I would like if they reboot Hellboy again, which I don't think they should for a while.
No.
I would
definitely
like to
not.
see Dr. Faustus.
I want to see like a.
Sure this will work?
I want to see like a Witchfinder or something, you know, like a
Yeah.
different Mike Mignola
That's it.
creation.
That's a good favor.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because there's like so much stuff in the Hellboy universe, you know.
Yeah. Or even maybe try Screw on Head again.
or just a BPRD film. Like it doesn't even have to be Hellboy.
Yeah, you can just do that.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, the fire effects are actually not bad at all.
No, they're solid. It's good tracking and stuff.
See, like that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is well made.
And then Smokey the Bear came out burning alive.
Smokey
He's-
versus Hellboy.
Smokey the Bear versus Hellboy.
And that's a
that's not
crossover.
bad.
That's a crossover I can get behind.
Okay, so that was pretty good.
It definitely has issues.
Yeah, there's when me and you messaged the creators, like commented on one of their posts, like, oh, Hellboy has been released for like 2 weeks, or
Yeah, I remember that.
I think we tried to make it so the comment wasn't like too critical or just like over the top, like
Yeah, we were trying to actually be
uh,
like constructive with it.
yeah, but hopefully there's a little more insight with what we talked about here too.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it's a pretty good fan film, I gotta say. Like,
Yeah, I respect it.
like comparing, just one of our films to this. This is this is done a lot more broad and a little more ambitious, I'd say, with the content.
No, I like with Batman. I definitely tried restricting what we did.
But also, like, we were under a time constraint. I don't think Nut Allergy Productions was under a time constraint at all.
Yeah, I think they're.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, obviously, we don't know for certain, but I would infer that they probably didn't. But yeah, overall solid fan film. I do generally want to see what the second one's like if they pursue it.
But like overall, I'd say this was actually pretty darn good for a fan film.
Yeah. I think with like better resources and time, it could be like it could have been a better film.
Yeah, most definitely. But also, it's just more like nitpicky things.
Yeah, that's what I noticed with those two. It's more like nitpick.
It's more of just like costume design or like makeup and stuff. Like, can be a little more refined, but and then just like a few technical aspects. But overall, yeah, it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I really have much more to add to it, honestly.
I know I don't have too much to add either.
Well, I think we could bring this episode to an end in that case.
Why, of course.
Right.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Well, we love you.